This is Activity 5.3 on page 113, Creating a Rule to Manage Meeting Responses. You will be organizing many mandatory meetings with the sales and marketing teams over the coming weeks. You don't want to receive lots of meeting responses excuse me, to your meeting request. Everyone knows that they're required to attend the meetings. Although you could turn off the responses when you set up the meeting invite, you want to be able to see the attendee status. You also want to move the attendees who accept this meeting to a folder called Campaign Meeting Responses. Number 1, create an inbox subfolder called Campaign Meeting Responses. I'm going to switch over to my mail view. And in my folder pane, I'm going to right-click on my inbox and select New Folder from here. And I can name it right here. I'm going to name it Campaign Meeting Responses. And just press Enter to save that. You can see it's indented below Inbox, signifying that it is a subfolder of my inbox. And I could collapse that and expand if needed. Number 2, create a rule that uses the Accept Meeting Responses form to filter meeting responses. I'm going to go up to my Home tab, and in my Move command group, select the Rules drop-down, and from here select Manage Rules and Alerts. This opens up the Rules and Alerts dialog box, and from here I want to select New Rule to open up my wizard. In my first section, Step 1, select a template. You're going to go down to the Start from a Blank Rule section, and we want to apply rule on messages I receive. Once you select that, you can click Next. Which condition do you want to check? We want the condition uses the form name form. So you're going to scroll down. And here we have uses the form name form. We're going to check that off, which brings that condition down into Step 2. And in that line in Step 2, we're going to select the link for form name so we can specify. This opens up the Choose Forms dialog box. We're going to select the drop-down where it says Personal Forms, and we're going to switch to Application Forms. And you can see here that we have different meeting responses that we can create a rule for. So we're going to create it for people that accept our meetings. So those responses, accept meeting response, and we're going to add that to our selected forms list. Once you have that added, you can click Close. Excuse me. So you can see now it updates. Apply this rule after the message arrives. Uses the Accept Meeting Response form. Next, we're going to specify the action of moving the selected meeting responses to the Campaign Meeting Responses folder. So in our wizard, we're going to click our Next button. So what do you want to do with these messages? We want to move it to a specified folder. So our first option here, move to specified folder. So you can see once I check that off, it brings that action down into Step 2 for me. So now we have to choose which folder. So we're going to click the link for specified. And in our list of folders, you can see under Inbox, Campaign Meeting Responses is not shown. make sure you click that little arrow to the left of it and it will expand your subfolders. And from here we want to choose the Campaign Meeting Responses folder. Once you have that highlighted, click OK. You can see our Step 2 updates with that folder name. In our wizard, we're going to hit our Next button, which it brings us to our last step. Are there any exceptions? We do not have any exceptions for this rule that we're creating, so we can go ahead and click our Finish button. You can see the Accept Meeting Response rule is now shown in our list, and we want to apply that to run it. And we can click OK from our dialog box. Number 4, create a new meeting invite and send it to the marketing team. I'm going to switch over to my calendar view. I'm actually going to X out of my night class schedule, and I'll just create this on my default calendar. I'm going to go up to my Home tab and create a new meeting. Going to address this to the marketing team. Also going to put myself on here as well. The subject is going to be meeting test. And the start and end time can be whatever you like. I'll put mine for 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I'm going to go ahead and send that out. You'll get a message this meeting request has no location and it occurs in the past. Oops, I didn't realize I was past that. Let me change this. I'm going to do 3 to 4 p.m. Okay, now I'll go ahead and send that, and it will tell me it doesn't have a location, and I'm going to send anyway. All right, you can see 3 p.m. meeting test comes up now on my calendar. I'm going to switch to my mail view. Now, in this part, it's not going to send me a meeting request because it's my own meeting. And you guys haven't completed this yet, so I haven't gotten any requests from anybody. But in the next step, you would switch to your mail view. You can find the invitation from me, and you're going to accept that. And what's going to happen is all of the notifications that will get sent back to me are going to go directly into my campaign meeting responses folder. Okay, it's going to completely bypass my inbox and move into this folder automatically. So that's what that rule is going to do. And when you create that meeting and start getting responses from other students or from myself, you can also track that by going into your calendar view and opening up that meeting. So here's my 3 p.m. I'm going to double click to open that. And then on the meeting tab of your ribbon in your show group, you can see here we have the tracking button. So this will give a list of everyone you invited to that particular meeting, and it will have their responses here. All right, so again, nobody has responded to me yet, so all of them are listed as none. but they will show up there for you guys once you go through this. And once everybody starts replying to my particular meeting invite, those will change as well. All right. And then after you take a look at your tracking in number 9, you're going to disable the accept meeting responses rule. So another way to access your rules is by going to your backstage view. And here we have manage rules and alerts as well. So you can see that opens up the same dialog box. And if I wanted to use this rule in the future, but I just want it disabled for now, I can just uncheck it. It's still in my list of rules, it's just disabled for now. And I could apply that and click OK. So now when I start getting those meeting responses, it's going to come directly back into my inbox. But I could always go back and activate that if I wanted to. All right, we will leave this open for our next activity.